Hello, ladies and gentlemen, once again. This is part 2 of tonight's Mikey report. Yes, my eyes are bugging. Why are my eyes bugging? Well, that is because of LeBron James. This debacle has been going on since Thursday. If his decision on ESPN, Gilbert's letter the following morning, the back and forth between both of them, somewhat, and now just word this evening about the Reverend Jesse Jackson, well, quote unquote Reverend Jesse Jackson, and putting his 2 cents in. He criticized Dan Gilbert about saying that Gilbert saw James as a runaway slave and that the comments that Gilbert made put LeBron in danger. Gilbert called the decision cowardly and believed LeBron had quit during the playoffs a couple times. And in a phone call with the AP, Gilbert stated this about LeBron. He had gotten a free pass. People have covered up for him for way too long. Tonight, this is on Thursday, we saw who he really is. Jackson said about those comments that they were mean, arrogant, and presumptuous. Jackson also stated that Gilbert spoke as a owner of LeBron James, not an owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. His feelings of betrayal personify a slave master mentality. He sees LeBron as a runaway slave. This is an owner-employee relationship between business partners, and LeBron honored his part of the contract. So, I see where Jesse Jackson is coming from. I really do. But he's trying to bring about civil rights. And it's, to me, being a reverend is not talking about civil rights all the time. I mean, granted, the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights activist, and he was a great civil rights activist and a great man of the Lord, and I know he is going to be up in the clouds someday. But Jesse Jackson, even though he claims to be a reverend, he does not have the attitude of a reverend. He's more, a lot of preachers who are in the spotlight mainly think about themselves, and that is the downfall of many ministers in the world. No matter what they're doing, there is always some sort of downfall. Look at Jerry Falwell. Look at some of these other greats, other great preachers that have been in the spotlight. But we always hear of Jesse Jackson doing like civil rights stuff. But he's part of the Rainbow Push Coalition. Now, when most people think of rainbows anymore, you think A, Irish, B, pot of gold, or C, gay homosexual rights. Because a lot of times that they have the rainbow, the gay rights activists have rainbows. I'm not stereotyping here. Don't get me wrong. But Jesse Jackson's demeanor definitely is questionable in my opinion. So, if anyone has an issue with that, with me saying that, just and leave comments and do whatever. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I'm just saying how I feel, because that's how a lot of how things are done. Sure, this may be a news broadcast, but also I speak from the heart as well. We'll definitely have more LeBron coverage on our special sports edition coming up a little bit later this week. Tim Lateef and a couple other guys and myself will be discussing some of the major topics every so often. This week will more than likely be the whole huge thing of LeBron James. There's definitely going to be a lot of debate about that. I just know because this is the Mikey report, so and some of us have already talked about it, and it has been heated. Some wanted him to stay in Cleveland, some wanted him in New York, some wanted him in Chicago, so it definitely is a huge thing. Enough about that. Time for weather, which it's pretty cool outside right now. We are looking at a current temperature of about 70 to 73 degrees in the Philly metro area. Hamlin is looking at 63. So there's a slight break from the heat, but it's gonna be getting hotter as things progress. Tomorrow's high is gonna be 92 degrees. So it is definitely gonna be still hot. Air quality is definitely not gonna be the best. As we take a look at the 10-day forecast for the Philly metro area, Monday we're going to be looking at 92 degrees, Tuesday 86, Wednesday 87, Thursday 90, Friday 93, Saturday 94, Sunday 92, Monday 91 with possible thunderstorms, Tuesday the 20th 90. Some isolated thunderstorms possible on Saturday, and Tuesday and Wednesday they are in the forecast as well. Going up to the northeast, going up north, we're looking at 84 degrees on for tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday. Possible thunderstorms, 78 and 80 respectively. 82 on Thursday, 83 Friday with possible thunderstorms, Saturday 86, Sunday isolated thunderstorms, high of 85, Monday high of 83 with thunderstorms scattered, hopefully not at MRF, and Tuesday high of 81, nice sunny, nothing in the forecast as in precipitation, so that should be a good day for camp. Hopefully it is a good week for camp next week for me, because I don't want to have to deal with cranky kids. So that's everything for the Mikey report for July 11th. I am Mikey Edwards. We shall see you next time tomorrow on the Mikey report.